Hey, I'm Jason Cameron, licensed contractor and TV host, and I'm here with my good friend Brian Karmie, who's also the co-owner of ForeverLawn, and we are at the U.S. manufacturing facility where ForeverLawn synthetic grass is made, and we're about to get a fascinating behind-the-scenes look at how ForeverLawn synthetic grass goes from this plant into your landscape. You ready to check it out?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So here we are in the belly of the beast. This is where ForeverLawn synthetic grass is made. And here's a sample right here. Now, which one is this that we're looking at?
This is DuPont ForeverLawn Select VR. It's one of our landscape products, one of about 20 different products we make.
20 different products that you guys make. So you got canine grass, you've got playground grass, you've got all these different types of grass. They're all made in a facility just like this.
Right? Yep, we make the product and design it for specific use.
Now, what makes ForeverLawn so unique?
We're really built on 3 core values. We've got quality, that's quality of products, but also quality of people. Integrity, the way we do business and treat people, and then innovation. We want to find new and better ways to make the products and produce them.
Innovation is key. Now, I've been working with you guys for a long time. It definitely is about quality, absolutely, and integrity. You guys have that down. But the innovation, you've come a long way. People think about synthetic grass, they think about the old stuff, you know. Now, you can't tell the difference. I have people look, you cannot tell the difference anymore between synthetic grass and real grass. Why is that?
Well, people often think of like an old carpet style product,
yeah.
and this is designed to mimic natural grass. We've got longer grass blades with shaped fibers, different colors.
The thatch.
We've got a dead grass thatch in there.
Yeah.
It's really designed to look and feel like natural grass.
I mean, and it really does achieve that because you can't tell the difference. So you've come, innovation is key. Now, your slogan is grass without limits. Why is that?
Well, everybody loves grass. Everybody loves natural grass. But the problem is there's certain places where it doesn't work. Either high traffic areas, areas where there's too much water, not enough water. Dogs is a great example.
Not enough sunlight.
Yeah.
I could go on and on.
So we take the benefits of grass, but give it to you without the maintenance, hassles, and restrictions of natural grass.
No water.
No water.
You don't have to water it.
Nope.
It's great. I love it. So listen, I'm a geek when it comes to this stuff. I want to see how this is made from the beginning. Let's check this out, man.
All right, let's go check out the process.
All right, come on. Wow, it just got a lot louder, didn't it?
Yeah, the extrusion machine.
This is where it all happens. So I see the suction, I see things going up. So what are we looking at right here?
So these boxes here contain our raw materials. This is a polyethylene resin.
Okay.
And we take this resin and we combine it with different additives. So this is the color and some of the additives that go in. So all of this gets sucked up into here, gets melted down and turned into the fibers that become our grass product.
So it all starts with the raw material.
This is one of the great places where we innovate. We custom design products for different applications. So we're not just taking one product and making it, look a little different, a little taller or shorter. We have different ingredients that go into different products.
Wow. So how does the whole extrusion process really work?
I got a great person to explain it for us. Hey, Matt, can you come here a minute? Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you.
This is Matt Henson. Matt, Jason Cameron.
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Matt is the director of sales and kind of oversees this whole operation. So Matt, can you explain the whole extrusion process?
Absolutely. So this is the very beginning stages of the extrusion process. So we're going to take our color master batch and our polyethylene resin and we're going to turn it into yarn. So we're sucking it up into the hopper, into the extrusion head, where it's going to fall down and be melted into a liquid form. And that starts the process.
That's what I want to see. So show me that process.
Let's go do it.
All right. It's like a maze in here.
Yeah. So this is the end of the extrusion headline. Now you remember earlier the pellets were going through the hopper, now they're being melted down into a liquid form, right? So now as they come out the spinneret and hit the water bath, it's a solid material.
Solidifies.
It solidifies.
Nice, as soon as it hits the water. So it's a liquid and then boom, it hits the water and solidifies.
Now it's a solidified, now it's a yarn.
And then it just keeps going, right? I mean, down the line.
It keeps going down the line.
And then what's going on with the rollers right here? Is it stretching?
This is actually a draw line, so it is actually stressing the yarn.
Wow.
That way when it's exposed to high temperatures or very cool temperatures, it doesn't do anything that it's not supposed to do out in that climate.
So that was how many sets of rollers? 4 sets of rollers.
4 sets of rollers and 3 ovens.
And 3 ovens. And now what's going on here at this point?
So now, once the yarn has been fully stressed, it's time for it to get wrapped up on a bobbin and then put on the tufting.
Wow.
And that's what this is doing.
That's amazing. It all ends up on this on these spools right here, from all that.
That's correct. Absolutely.
So where does it go from here?
To the tufting machine.
Okay, I want to check that out.
Brian, once you take it to the tufting machine,
Right,
I've got to go to the testing lab.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. This way? Go. Wow. Wow, so this is all the material we just saw extruded on all these spools.
Yeah, all these fibers. This is the thatch fiber here, so this goes into the base of the product. And then actually above us is the face fiber, the green part.
Oh my God, there's like thousands of spools here, right? And they all go up these little tubes.
Yeah, they run through these plastic tubes and they run over and then through the needle and they come together at the tufting machine.
So that's where we're going next.
We're gonna go check out the tufting machine.
Let's check it out. There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, so this is the front end of the tufter. So all that spool of yarn that we saw are coming through these tubes, feeding into the needles right here.
How many needles do you have on there?
So there's 480 needles.
Okay.
So we had the top and bottom, so 960 spools of yarn that are meeting at these needles.
It's an amazing amount of spools, but all that from the extrusion process gets pumped over into here, and all these needles actually injected or tufted into the material.
Yeah, so you have this fabric that comes through. That's called the primary backing. And then you have basically 480 sewing machines that are tufting those fibers through the face. And as it comes through, it cuts it on the underneath side. And that's what's happening right here.
That's amazing. And then that just keeps feeding, right? Keeps feeding
so
out.
it comes through and you end up, this is the fiber, so you can do an initial inspection right here. And you can see this is the product.
Wow.
It's cut at about 2 inches tall.
That's amazing. So they can come, after it's already been through, they can come look at it again right here, right?
Yeah, so they'll come through, do a quick inspection, make sure everything looks good here as it's getting rolled onto the tube.
That's incredible. These are some big spools.
Yeah, so this is a different facility. This is where we make canine grass. So instead of having a solid state primary backing, you get polyester yarn that comes in from this end, and then the polyethylene face fiber, the green fiber, comes in from over there, and it knits it together, just like a sweater almost.
So this is knit. So unlike what we just came from, the other facility where all of your other synthetic turf is made,
right,
which has a solid backing, this does not, because this is canine grass, which I'm very familiar with.
Every other synthetic turf on the market is going to have a primary backing, which is a solid fabric that turf fibers are tufted into. Canine grass is completely different. We're using a knitting process, so there's no solid state and you get instant drainage at any moment.
So this is, in a sense, this is the backing material.
That's it, yeah. So it's just fiber.
Wow, it's like a ceiling of fiber that's going over, and I'm assuming that's the knitter.
That's the knitter. That's where it all comes together.
Let's check that out.
All right. So here,
I love it.
Yeah, this is the knitter.
Yeah.
Lindsay and Joyce running it for us.
What's up, guys?
Doing a great job for years.
Yeah.
So this is the canine grass process. Instead of having a solid backing, and you can kind of see it here if we hold it up to the light, you can see that you've got instant drainage everywhere.
You can see the light coming through there.
Yeah.
You would never see that on another synthetic turf with a solid
You'd
backing.
have to have holes punched in about every 4 inches. So this, you've got thousands of drainage holes every square foot.
So the whole purpose of this right now, because obviously the knit, I love this. I just noticed.
That's why they keep me on this side of the
There you go,
line.
that's why we're over here. So the whole purpose is that we're doing a knit backing, because this is specifically made for dogs.
We do that so you get instant drainage. You don't have to worry about when the urine hits or the waste hits, finding a drainage hole. It flows through instantly.
Exactly. And this is made, the only one that's made on a knitter like this.
Yeah, it's a slower process. It's a more expensive process, but the features it gives you with the durability, the drainability, second to none. So this is what we call the face fiber.
The face
That's
fiber.
the green fibers that come in. And actually the thatch fiber is coming in there too, and then the backing is coming from behind. So they're all coming down, and the needles will wrap around these areas. And oh, she's gonna slow it down for us. Boy, quieted it down a little bit. And again, it's a slower process, it's a more expensive process, but it's the best process for a product for dogs.
For a product for dogs, and that's the original reason I searched you guys out, because you were the only ones making a turf specifically for dogs.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you guys very much. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
All right, keep it running. So here we go. Just like the other facility, it comes off the machine, and then it rolls up right here.
Yeah, so the knitter's right there, it comes off there, rolls through here, and then this is a little walk-through inspection tunnel, so you can take a look at it, make sure the face of the product's good,
Right.
and you can walk around the backside and make sure the back of the product's good.
Awesome. And you can, again, you can see the light coming through,
Yeah.
right?
instant flow-through drainage across the edge-to-edge drainage.
And that is the absolute key to this product, is the flow-through drainage.
Nothing else like it.
The only turf specifically designed for dogs.
You got it.
Awesome. And this, again, this is how I came to find you guys.
Right.
I was searching out a synthetic turf for dogs. You were the only company innovative enough to come up with something like this and design it for dogs.
Yeah, so it's a unique design. Then we built in an antimicrobial material to keep, you know, any bacteria or things from pet waste building up.
Which is important.
So cleanable, drainable, durable, flow-through backing, and then antimicrobial. We're gonna go from here over to check out coating.
Oh, this looks cool already.
Yeah, so this is the coating process.
So
this is where we put the backing on.
Okay, so this is the first part of that process. So I
Correct.
always tell people about your backing and how unique it is to the industry and what makes your backing different than everybody else's. But this is the first step in that process, right?
Correct. Yeah, this is the urethane layer. So this does a couple things. This seals these fibers in. So when we went through the tufter,
Right.
we had all those loops that were
Yeah,
tufted
so it was
into
just
the
all the
fabric.
yarn was just in there, it was all loose and everything.
That's right.
Okay.
So this is a urethane that goes on that seals those fibers in.
Okay.
And then in addition to the urethane layer, we bring a Geotex laminate that comes in right on the other side of this to seal that in. And that encapsulates those blades so there are no blades exposed.
Right.
And it also just provides a firm foundation and makes it dimensionally stable.
And that's what makes your product unique in the industry, right?
Right, you're not going to get any movement in the product. You're not going to get the bubbles and ripples. It's very stable.
Awesome. All right, what's next, buddy?
From here, we're going to go to the inspection, cutting, and shipping.
There you go.
All right, so here we are. This is the cutting and inspection table. So we bring after...
Hold on. This is a table?
Yeah, it's a pretty big table.
It's a big table.
It's a giant conveyor belt.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we bring it over from the coating process. You got about a 200-foot roll. And we bring it over here and we roll it out on this conveyor belt. And we got, you know, good lighting here. This is a great place for a triple check, a third inspection where we check it and make
More
sure
quality
everything's
control.
good. Really, we don't catch very much here. It's always caught before here, but this is a great place to check it before it goes out the door.
Exactly, and then it gets cut down here at the end.
Yes.
All right, let's check that out.
All right, so we're coming up to the bridge here. This is where G works.
What's up, G? How you doing? Good, how you doing, man?
So this whole thing's a conveyor belt. It's gonna come through here, and G's got a pick list where he's gonna pull out the lengths to cut.
Okay. It just rolls out, right?
Yep.
You're right about a big conveyor belt.
Yeah.
We got the guys on there, they're just gonna grab it and start the roll?
Yeah, so they get it all lined up and on the roll, and it gets on a tube, keep it good for shipping. G, you said this is about a 25-foot cut? So there's a 25-foot roll, it's rolling up. And once it meters and gets to 25 feet, he's gonna stop it. And then you can see there's a little circular blade down
Little
there. It's
cutter
getting
right
ready
there.
to cut right now. That just goes through and saws it off.
Nice.
He's got a roll label that's gonna go on it that's gonna tell us all the information on the roll, so that'll get slapped right on the outside. So when we get it to the job site, we know exactly what roll it is, what die lot, everything that came with it.
So we went from raw material
Yeah.
through the extrusion process to the tufting, which is putting that raw material from the blade into the actual backing,
Yep.
to the coating. All of that, we ended up here to this table, this conveyor, which brought it over, cut it to length, and now they're wrapping it up.
Last piece before it gets put on a truck and shipped out to your house.
This inspection process is great, but one thing I noticed, I looked over here on the wrap, and it says made in the USA, and I know you're proud of that, right?
Absolutely, it's something that's important to us. One, make sure we can ensure the quality, right? We can get eyes on it, we can come here ourselves and see what's happening before it goes out the door. Coming in from overseas, you never know what you're gonna get. But more importantly than that, it's putting back into America, putting back into our country.
Putting our workers to work,
Yes.
right? And like you said, quality control. It's made here by Americans. You can actually come here and check it out for yourself and check the quality. You don't have to go overseas to do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you taking me now? What is this room?
All right, so this is the quality control lab. This is where we test the products and we can kind of go through, anytime we come up with something new or we want to test a new product that we're working on, we can put it to the test here. This one is where we test the yarn. This is an Instron machine. You test the strength of the yarn we put in here. We wrap it.
So there's actually a fiber. I couldn't even see it. There's a fiber in there.
So this thing's just going to gradually grow, and it's going to tell us the load that it takes to break that fiber. It's going to tell us how long it stretches before it breaks. All right, so you can see it's starting to...
these are the pounds right here.
Yep, so it's telling us pounds.
Okay. Are you kidding me? We're 6 pounds?
There you go.
6.2.
6.2 is our number.
Wow. Okay.
So this machine over here is designed to simulate really shoe soles on the turf, and that's exerting downward pressure as it turns. So it's really really torquing, really stressing the product.
So let's talk about this one, because this thing's cool.
Yeah, this is kind of putting it together. So on this one, we've got a combination of what looks like athletic cleats and the tennis shoes. And this is doing two things. One, you've got the downward pressure where it's spinning on the turf, but then also it's moving back and forth side by side.
This is the coolest thing ever. I could spend all day in here. Hey, buddy, thanks again, man.
Hey,
that was awesome.
pleasure.
To actually see this process, which I've been wanting to do for a long time, to see it from start to finish, I have a whole new appreciation for
A lot that
ForeverLawn
goes
now.
into it.
It was a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
So what you got there, rolling grass?
Remember we talked about my house?
Yeah.
This one's going home with me, buddy.
All right, take care.
Thanks, man.
That's it.